there is this idea that you can Amazon Prime your way to success, and that is just not the case. I think anyone who has a dream or who has a goal to be an entrepreneur, or even in a company, even though you might get your Uber and your food delivered to you, success is hard won and you have to stay with it. I guess I had this deep-seated belief that if I'm gonna work this hard, I want it to be my name. But also I had nothing to lose. And I think that's really key when people are starting up. I had no cushion, I had nothing to fall back on. So what harm could it be to just do what I love?
You're really known for driving innovation in fashion, an industry that hasn't necessarily embraced disruption and change. Did it ever feel risky to you to take some of those decisions that others look down upon?
When we launched the company, there was a certain set of editors and a certain set of buyers that determined whether you'd be a big designer or a small one. And I think for a long time I was trying to go that route to get acceptance, but we actually built this brand by getting acceptance with our consumer. And we're here because of her and my relationship with her. And so once we realized that the powers that be or the old guard didn't matter, it allowed an incredible freedom for us to have to really try things, play things, and really just take our temperature as, does our consumer like it? I think, for so long you just want to say yes to everybody and please them. And I think now, with the size that we are as a company, we're really about, is that the right move? And if it is, then yes. And if not, you know what, thank you for your opinion.
What surprised you most about yourself through the growth of the company?
I think the ability to fake it till you make it. And I think to this day, you're having hard times or a tough meeting, and when you put on that face of like, it's gonna be all right, or I got this, and the other person believes you, and you're like, I got away with that? Awesome. And then, at times, it's not like we're never not scared. I think right before we did our first See by Wear show, we were frightened, and our publicist said, every time you guys take the road not taken, you win. And so he took us through all the times when we took the road not taken. And after that, I just had this incredible feeling of relief and said, you know what, we can free fall, because we know that it always comes out right when we take our own path.
You've also said that you don't believe in mentors. Why?
I believe in mentors, but I feel like today all I hear is people having their hopes and dreams attached to the one human who's probably too busy to spoon feed them all of their tricks. I think too often, you just see people that go to a certain part and then they don't know how to evolve or how to think differently. And I think, looking for your mentors that are your peers in different aspects of the industry is far more valuable than the one Fortune 500 CEO who has maybe 10 minutes to give you, pearls of wisdom.
You've built this thriving business. You also have two young children as well. What was one of the best pieces of advice that someone had given you around trying to do all that you're trying to do right now?
I think that the best piece of advice was it's never going to be perfect, and to have fun and to show your kids that you're having fun. It's never like, oh, I got to go to work in front of my kids. I view it more as, a juggling act, but finding and making sure that each person has certain boundaries, and so take the time to explore what yours are. Find out what works for you, not what works for someone else, or what someone else says you should do. And then once you can become comfortable with that, then you have a framework with which to kind of make sure you feel like it's as in balance as I guess as it could be.